Good morning. Day 313. Cooking down the refrigerator, freezer, and working pantry meals. Well, this morning it's 38 degrees, but it's going up to 65. It's sunny, so it should be a lovely day. I still haven't gone grocery shopping. Today is the last day of the month. No, tomorrow is the last day of the month. That's right, tomorrow is the last day of the month. So I may or I may not pick up a few things. There's really nothing that I have to have, so we'll see. I have to get some more bread out of my freezer. I only have one slice of homemade bread left, and I have Walmart bread in the freezer, so I'll get that out. And I'm pretty pleased with the progress I'm making with cooking down my freezer. In a little bit, I'm going to start bringing the things in from my garage freezer, not today, but after I cook down a few more things, I'll start transferring some of that food into this freezer and bring more food home from my mom's house, because I'm sure she would like to have that out of the freezer because it's adding to her electric bill. So I do want to get that food out of the freezer at her house. Well, I don't need anything right now that I have to have, but I still want to stock up on prepper meals, prepper food. And I'm running low on dog treats. I could make some. I still have some canned dog food that's been in the cupboard for a long time that my dogs don't eat. I used to feed that to my little Allie when she was still alive. But I'm going to look around and see if I can't find a recipe to make dog treats out of it. I don't see why not, because it's just ground up meats and things like that. So we'll see. Or if I'm too lazy, I'll just go buy some dog treats. They sure love their treats. They get a breakfast treat every morning, and then they get a toothbrushing treat at night before I go to bed. And they let me know when it's 6 o'clock and it's time for their treat. They know. So I'm not sure what's for breakfast. We'll have to take a look in the freezer in the refrigerator this morning and see what's in there to eat. All right, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and then I'll be back in a little bit. All right, let's see what's for breakfast this morning. I found some pancake mix in my pantry. I think I'm going to have a pancake, but I want to make it an apple pancake. So I'm going to grab an apple. And over here I have some maple syrup. And I think for dinner I might have some enchiladas or maybe a Mexican pizza. I'm not sure yet, because I still have some taco meat. I have rice. I have beans. I think I'm going to have some of my yogurt this morning too. And that should do it. Okay. I will meet you at the stove. Okay, well this morning I got this at Dollar Tree and it's not epic, but I want to use it up. So it's a complete pancake mix. So I'm going to take half a cup of the mix and a third of a cup of water. Okay, now because this is so blah, I have an apple cut up here, and here comes my robot, and a pat of butter in the pan. So I'm going to melt this butter. And I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon sugar to the pancake mix. Give it a little more flavor. And who knows, I may end up liking this. Or not. So I'm heating up my butter here. And I'm going to make an apple pancake. So I'll be back in a second once this melts. Okay, so this is vegan butter. Use whatever butter you want to use. And I'm just going to put these apples in here. And make an apple pancake. And I'm going to sprinkle these with a little bit of cinnamon sugar too. And let these cook for a minute before I add my pancake mix. Alright, I'll be back. So while my apples are cooking, I'm going to make some yogurt, and I just have some Torani s'mores syrup in here and a sweetener. And I'm going to just put some yogurt in with it. Now the yogurt is starting to thin out a little bit, but that's what it does the longer it sits. So I'll be making more in a day or two. Alright. Now I'm going to pour my pancake syrup over this apple. And like I said, this is not the most epic pancake syrup ever, but I want to use it up. So I'm just going to make one big pancake. Alright. And first pancake never turns out nice anyway, but it is what it is. And I think I'll sprinkle a little bit more cinnamon sugar on, and on here too. And I'll be back when this is done. Okay, the pancake is done. It doesn't look too bad. And of course, I've got my robot right here. being annoying. Alright, I'm going to put a little butter on here. And some maple syrup. And we'll see if it's any good. Oh, doggies and robots. So let's see if this pancake is any good. Sometimes things look better than they are, but I don't know, how bad can it be? It's actually good if you doctor it up. So I might buy that again. Alright, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. Try my yogurt. Still tasty. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit and we'll make some enchilada sauce. In this pan I have about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to let that heat up, and then to that I'm going to add this spice mix, and that's 3 tablespoons flour, 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1 teaspoon cumin, half a teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon oregano, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and a pinch of cinnamon. So there's the recipe. And I got this from cookiesandkate.com. It says it keeps in the fridge for 5 days or in the freezer for 3 months. And my robot's trying to go home, so anyway, I'm going to let this heat up a little bit, and then I'm going to toast this a little. Now in here I have 2 cups veggie broth, and that's just veggie broth that I made from a bouillon cube. So and then the only other thing you'll need is 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Alright, let's see if this is ready. You want to wait until it sizzles. Yep, okay, it's ready. And I'm going to dump this in all at once. And I'm making a roux out of all these spices. And what I want to do is toast them a little bit. So, just going to let those toast up a little bit. Stir them up. Want to make sure they're all nicely incorporated with the oil. And then you just want to cook that until it becomes fragrant. So I'll be back as soon as that's done. So this is what it looks like. Okay, once your spices are fragrant, you want to add your tomato paste. And that's another thing gone out of my fridge. I think I have another one of these. If not, I definitely have tomato paste in cans. And what I'll do with that is, if I use a can and I don't use it all, one of my viewers suggested to freeze it. So that's what I'll do. Or I'll use some of my homemade tomato powder and make more paste. So it's always nice to have options. Alright, I'm going to incorporate that. And a whisk is probably the best thing to use for this. You could use a spatula, but if you have a whisk, that would work out too. Alright, now I'm going to add a little bit of this veggie broth at a time and whisk it up so it doesn't clump. Because we don't want lumps in our enchilada sauce. I've never made enchilada sauce before. I've had it before, but I've never made it, so I hope it's good. I think I want to make an enchilada casserole out of the beans and rice and greens that I have. So the trick to doing a roux is to add your wet ingredients a little bit at a time and make sure you stir out all the lumps. I actually prefer cooking with cornstarch because then you don't get the lumps. But if you do end up with lumps, you can always use an immersion blender to smooth it out. I like my robot vacuum cleaner, but it runs a really long time. And I kind of have to work my videos around it because it's kind of an annoying background noise, so I apologize if that's annoying to you. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys too, I did put up my Facebook page if you want to check that out. I think it's functional. Just go look for Ellen's Abundant Life on Less on Facebook and post on there. You can post whatever you like as long as it's nice and, you know, not trolling. So recipes and pictures and what's going on in your life would be nice. Because some of you I only know by talking to you. I don't really even know what you look like. So leave me a comment on the Facebook page, Ellen's Abundant Life on Less. And that's another place where we can communicate. Alright, I'm going to finish adding this broth. And then I'm going to let it cook till it thickens up, 5 to 7 minutes. And then taste it and see if it needs more salt, pepper, whatever you'd like to add. Alright, I'll be back a little later and we'll put together some enchiladas and see if this is any good. Okay, this is done simmering now, and when it's done simmering, add 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. and it's really good. All right, I'm going to put together some dinner. I still have cooked rice. I have some of my not beef. I have beans. I still have some pico de gallo, and that does not last long, so that's going in my enchiladas. And here I have some greens from the garden, and I'm going to cook those up because those are going in my enchiladas too. And here I think I have 2 large flour tortillas, or no, it's 3, even better. They do stick together. Now these are from Dollar Tree and they're very thin. But that's all right, we'll use them. And another thing gone from the fridge. I still have small tortillas that I want to use up. So, okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to saute these a little bit. And I'll be back. All right, I'm going to put some avocado oil here in the pan. Oh, about a tablespoon. I just love my shelves. If you haven't seen them, I have videos where I posted what they look like. And I put those up in my kitchen. And I have my spices and oils and vinegars and all kinds of cooking things on there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and saute these. And those are going to shrink a lot. And here I have my yummy enchilada sauce. So while that's sauteing, I'm just going to pour a little bit of this on the bottom of the casserole. Yummy. I never made enchilada sauce before, but I will make it again. So I'm going to season this with some salt and pepper. That's really all it needs because the rest of this stuff that's going into the enchiladas is already seasoned. But you want to salt and pepper all layers of your food. Now I know that looked like a lot of greens, but that should just be enough for 3 enchiladas. And I still have more greens that I need to eat up as a salad. It's always amazing how much these greens shrink down. Alright, that looks like it's good enough. Alright. Let's make up some of these burritos. All right, I'm going to add some of this rice. Now this rice is seasoned. And I'll put about, a third of it, because I want to save some for another meal. A little more. And then I'm going to add about half of this meat, which isn't meat. It's plant-based. And yesterday, if you missed my video from yesterday, take a look at that, because I made Mexi Melts, and boy, were they good. I need a bigger pan, but we'll make it work. Now this is not a recipe from anywhere in particular. The enchilada sauce was, but this is just kind of my own version of a burrito, because you can pretty much put anything you want in a burrito. All right, I'm going to add this pico de gallo. Use that up. And I made that yesterday too, but it doesn't last too long, so I want to use it up. Because you know how I hate to waste food. Okay, and then I'm just going to add some beans in here too. I'm not going to bother mashing them, I'm just going to put beans in. Well, there she goes again. Oh, if it's not the vacuum, it's the Lizzie. Lizzie! Quiet! She does like to guard the house. Okay, and then I'm just going to add some beans. And these are just pinto beans with a red onion in there. This would make a great soup too. You could make a pasta e fagioli, however you say it. All right. That looks good to me. And this, I know, will be very filling. So I'm thinking maybe 1.5 would be plenty. So I think this would be enough for 2 meals anyway. Yeah, a little bit more beans. Good for your protein. So anyway, I do have the Facebook page up. Anybody who wants to go visit over there would be nice. Already have a couple people. And it'd be nice to actually get to know you guys better, instead of just having a comment now and then. We can have conversations. All right, let me give this a taste. Could use just a little salt and a little pepper, and that's it. And if I have enough left over, and I think I do, I'd like to make a Mexican pizza, a Taco Bell Mexican pizza. Maybe tomorrow. Okay. Try it again. Yummy. All right. Let's roll up some burritos. I want to take about a third of this. And I'm not the best burrito roller, but I'm going to do my best. So I've got my greens in there, I've got my protein. I got a little more protein from the cheese. Oh, here they come. Here come the puppies. All right. Hopefully that'll fit. And I'm going to put it that way so it stays rolled up. Do one more. When all my tortillas are gone, I'm going to make some tortillas. I have a tortilla press that I've had for quite a while, a long time, and I've never used it. And I do want to use up my things. So does this look good to you guys? It looks really good to me. All right. I still have that tickle cough. Especially when I talk a lot. I don't know. I do know it's annoying. So today is Sunday. Tomorrow I have to go out and probably go visit my mom because I'll be in her neighborhood. So I'll be happy to have some food that I don't need to prepare. Okay, there's two. Excuse me. And one more. I made some crema out of some cashews and almonds, and I didn't share the recipe because I had no idea how it was going to turn out. Seems to be okay. But it's in the fridge. I'm hoping it gets a little thicker. But we'll see. So I didn't soak the cashews soon enough. So what I ended up doing was I boiled them for about 15 minutes. And I also added some slivered almonds in there. And What else? Oh, I had a couple Brazil nuts I put in there. So I hope it's good, because I want to eat that over the enchilada sauce. And I'm sure these are not authentic Mexican cooking. It's, well, first of all, it doesn't have real meat in it, but I'm sure there's Mexican vegans out there. Okay. Oh, that worked well. All right. So let me bring you a little closer. There we go. And then I'm going to put some more of this enchilada sauce over this. I don't think I'll use it all. I'll either use that on another dish or I'll freeze it. And now I'm going to let this sit for a little bit because I'm not ready for dinner yet. I'm just going to cover it with some foil. And then we'll see how it turns out. And I think that's plenty of sauce. So I'm going to sprinkle it with some more cheese, because I do need to use up this cheese too before it gets moldy. There's no signs of mold, but you know, it doesn't last forever. I could freeze it, but we'll see. I got this on a haul. I think it was last month or the month before. I don't remember. But anyway, all right. So I'm going to cover this with foil, and then I'm going to bake it at 350 for about, I don't know, I have to guess, about half an hour, just to heat it up. And that'll be it. So I'll be back later when I go and give this a taste test. I'm making myself a salad here, just from random things that I have. From my greens, I shredded up a carrot. I've got some celery in there, some parsley in there, some bok choy, some radish greens, and the real skinny radishes, I cut those up too, and some sweet onion. And then I chopped some of these honey roasted almonds up in there, and another one of these crispy Asian pears. I'm just trying to use everything up. I'm on a mission. Going to put in some crispy onions too, because I like onions in a salad. And even though it already has fresh onions, that'll be fine. And these crispy beets. These were good. They're like a pickled beet, but that's like dehydrated pickled beets. So those would be good in here too, and beets are very good for you. So okay, that is going to be a salad. Now I'm assuming these freeze-dried pears will soften up because there's a lot of moisture in here. Oh, and I want to put in some of my bacon. So here's the rest of my fake and bacon. That was really good. And I will probably make that again because it's pretty easy to do. So there we go. Another thing gone out of the refrigerator. And another thing to eat. I think that looks good. Alright, so this salad is probably enough for 2 servings if I have it with my enchiladas, which I probably will. So, okay, I'll be back. Here is my enchilada casserole. Doesn't that look good? Having a cup of tea. Cheers. So today was a lazy day for me other than some cooking. I didn't accomplish much, and that's okay. So let's look at this casserole and see if it's any good. It certainly looks good. I think this is enough for 3 meals. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see if we can get it out of here. Ooh, it's really stuck on the bottom. I'm looking forward to eating this. There we go. I think this will be delicious. If I can get it out. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, not too bad. It didn't stick too bad. And there's 2 more left in there. All right, here I have a tiny bit of crema left in there. I put the rest in a bottle. So I'm going to put some of this crema, and I made that with cashews, yogurt, and almonds. So I think that'll be good because I don't have any sour cream. So I'll make the next best thing. And then we'll put some green onion on top. All right. Let's give this a little taste, and it's really, really hot. Gonna have to get some new green onions. So today, this was the most productive I was, just making food. Oh, this is hot. That's really good. I'm gonna let that cool off a little bit. And I really would like to try making a Taco Bell Mexican pizza. So maybe tomorrow. I still have a little bit of the taco, not meat, left over. I still have some small tortillas, but I don't want to start making so much food that I can't eat it all. So because this will be another at least meal and a half, depending on how filling this is. So, and I don't like to cook for more than 3 or 4 days. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.